Welcome back to the Pitch Clock. I'm your host, Connor Nelson. This is baseball debate at game speed. Taking a page out of the MLB playbook, every question comes with a 15-second clock, so there's no rambling, just your take. When the buzzer hits, we go a few rounds to debate, react, dig in. Multiple topics, no wasted time. And with that, we're running it back with Parker Tweedley, professional Blue Jays fan. So, Park, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Connor. It's another great day to talk about some ball and, of course, the Jays.
All right. Well, we got 3 more topics for you today. You know the deal. You've been through this before. I can tell you're already sweating from the pressure of this clock, but are you ready to combat it again?
I was born ready.
Born ready. All right. Well, you were born. Do you want to tell the viewers where exactly you were born, or is that a little bit too personal for this before question number 1?
The viewers
there
can
it
just go
is.
look right
There it
on
is,
the screen.
Toronto. I was going to say you've got deep roots north of the border, but I think that says it all. And you're not shy about your Blue Jays fandom, but with that, I'm still going to ask you the question, who wins the AL East this season?
I hope my Blue Jay fellow fans don't listen to me, but they're going to make it far. The Jays are going. I really think the Yankees have it this season to at least clinch the division. That being said, I think we're a wild card, absolute runner. I think we're going to have to figure things out in the season and just go up from there.
So correct me if I'm wrong here. You're saying the AL East at the end of 26 is going to look like Yankees and then Blue Jays as the 1-2 punch?
That's what I'm going to say.
So, I mean, if you're comfortable, give me the rest of the 3 through 5. How does it line up? Or you know what? Let me ask you this. Instead of that, how many teams from the AL East make the playoffs?
Now, that's a great question. I think we get 3 in the playoffs, and I'm taking the sleeper Orioles to make a weird move this season and get up there.
Well, I'm going to have to say, Park, I got one dark horse team to win the AL East this season, and it's none of the 3 teams you just mentioned. Do you want to give a 50% guess at who I'm talking about?
Is it the Rays?
Yeah, I think the Rays might just Ray again in 2026, dude. Look at this lineup. They brought in Gavin Lux in that trade, the 3-team trade. Got Yandy Diaz still there. You've got Jonathan Aranda, their first baseman, who I really, really like. Junior Caminero may be the next Miguel Cabrera. And the rest of the lineup is nice. You got Chandler Simpson to fit in there with a whole lot of speed.
Yes.
Cedric Mullins as a veteran presence. And then I don't think anybody ever questions what the Rays are throwing out there on the mound, no matter if it's 9 relievers or 1 starter or 7 of them. You never know.
You make great. I mean, the stats are perfect, and it only makes me more scared to be in the AL East as we already are. So, yeah, it's eye-opening, and I guess we're putting the Red Sox at number 5 then after hearing that.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, hey, I think it's a 5-horse race in the East. I think any of these teams could get it done. Red Sox losing out on Bregman hurts them, but they still have plenty of good pieces to go ahead and make a good run at this season. Anything can happen in baseball. But with that being said, Park, with all the randomness that is baseball, one guarantee that you can make is signing young players for as long as you can and locking them up. So we're going to get into this little hypothetical land here, Park. I'm going to ask you, who's one player in the MLB you'd give a lifetime extension to right now?
Would it be savage to say my boy, Trey Yesavage? What a man. Funny enough, I have 8 seconds. I went to game 2 against the Mariners. I saw him get blown up. I don't care. He is my savior as a Blue Jays fan. Lifetime extension.
Is there any other Blue Jay you even thought about before putting Trey's name out there?
I'll give you a good one. I am the biggest fan of Ernie Clement. Team USA this year, I think he's an absolute animal, great personality. I love him as a Jay.
I think both of those are solid. Obviously, you're letting your Blue Jays fandom shine yet again. But Yesavage, you're talking about him and guys like Paul Skeens when you're talking about people who have just flown through the minor leagues in their very first season in professional baseball and made an impact at the big league level. And not only was he able to do it in the big leagues, he was able to do it on the biggest stage in the big leagues. So, yeah, I like Yesavage. I think if you're looking for a young guy to invest in, he's going to be 22 next year. 22. So he's already got plenty of control. So I can't say with all the money that the Blue Jays are doling out that extension is going to be coming anytime soon. But I like where your head's at, Park. I think we'll also submit that one into the team, just like we did with your Fernando Tatis to shortstop Padres request last time. But all right, final question for you today, Park. It's a big hitter before the upcoming season. I know you're a Blue Jays fan. Your team just made it to the World Series. So give me your World Series matchup for 2026.
It's crazy to say it, but I'm calling rematch. I see the Jays emerging. They've done a lot. The Dodgers, I don't even want to talk about them with Kyle Tucker. They're making it. It's the Jays' time, and we're going to take it this year too.
Okay, so to follow that up, I like the rematch. I like the prediction. I'm not against you there. As a guy who grew up a Dodger fan and still roots for the team very heavily, I would love to see that rematch happen. But who's the biggest competition in the NL for LA in your mind?
I don't know about the biggest competition. I like Atlanta. I think they're dogs. I know this is kind of a bad answer to your question, but I really don't see competition for the Dodgers this season. It's not fair in that division, and I think they're going to sweep all the way through.
All right, what about on the other side? Who's the biggest comp for the Blue Jays? You've already said you picture them as a wild card team, so I guess my question should really be, in addition to the Yankees, who do you see as a big threat for the Blue Jays?
I actually call it a rematch though, but I'm scared of the Mariners. I think they're a big team this year, and then pretty much that AL East. I'll say it again. I think the Yankees are going to be such a dogfight, and yeah, I think those are my top two in the AL there.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to watch it all unfold in the AL East and the NL West. The two divisions that these teams came from in this last year's World Series matchup, it's going to be really competitive. It's almost crazy that it feels like those two divisions have the most competitive teams in baseball. It's just where it is right now. It's where the game lies. And hey, if you're in either of those central or either of those central divisions, man, life is easy. Shoot.
Except, hey, I'm gonna give the Dodgers. They got the Rockies in there, dude. You guys got a four. You got a four house. We got 5.
Yeah, them and their fired manager halfway through the season, according to you. But we won't get it too far into that. Those were our 3 topics for today. That was the Pitch Clock, Park. As always, got to leave it open to our guests. Any last words to the fans, to your mom, before we sign off?
I got 4 syllables for you, Connor.
4.
O-K-Mo-To. Big season coming in.
All right, mic dropped. Folks, that was the Pitch Clock. We got our second episode with Parker in. He'll be back. We'll see how he responds to all of your guys' feedback. Make sure to get in the comments if you want more Pitch Clock content. Find us. Just look up the Pitch Clock, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all over the place. This was another episode. We'll see you next time.